Hey, what's up, everybody? It is another episode of the PepperPack Podcast, and I'm just going to first apologize. I'm not wearing my typical Dr. Pepper stuff because, as a Manchester United fan, we killed it today. If you're an Arsenal fan, I'm sorry. Not that we beat you, but I'm sorry that you're an Arsenal fan. And I can't wait to get to school tomorrow because I have students. Actually, I don't have school tomorrow, which is why I'm doing this so late. I can't wait for school Tuesday because I have students that are Arsenal fans, and they were talking trash all day Friday, and so I'm so excited to just play the Man U song over and over again. It's gonna be great. But tonight is about Dr. Pepper, so let's get this started, right? If you're watching, give me a comment, let me know. Grab your can, let's open this together. Ready? 1, 2, 23. All right. Well, this is the Pondering Pepper, one of our episodes. We have several different segments that we've just created to do fun things. I got to get Richard back on here. We got to do some P5 episodes, the PepperPack Podcast, Project Pepper. Got a hair on my tongue. Sorry. Project Pepper, where we will rate different Dr. Pepper merchandise, cans, styles, and just give them a scale of 1 to 23 and see how many points they get. But tonight is just to chat, hang out, get to know each other, drink some Dr. Pepper together. You know how it goes. But today's question, I was really hoping one of my friends would be able to join me because I like to bounce ideas off them. But today's question is, getting ready to scroll across the bottom if you're watching online. It says, when is it time to stop calculating risk and rewards and just do what you know is right? And I feel like this is like a 4-piece question because I wanted to answer this originally about when is it time to stop calculating risk, because I feel like that's a different answer than calculating rewards. And then maybe just a 3-part, and then just to do what's right. But you could apply that to both sides of that coin. So I'm going to dive into this one with looking at the stop calculating risk. I am an overthinker. I've been told it's a symptom or a effect of my TBI, traumatic brain injury, that I can't let things go. I think about them over and over again. They just play in my mind. I can't just let things die, and it makes certain friendships, relationships, jobs, skills, tasks, things I have to do very difficult sometimes because I don't remember, or I can't forget certain things, and then I also don't remember certain things, so I'm so consumed with these other things. But I've always been a calculator, a planner, a anticipator, just figure out, planning ahead for what could happen. If anyone's familiar with Royal Rangers, it's basically my church's version of the Boy Scouts. We had a motto is ready for anything, ready to work, play, serve, obey, worship, live, etc. And excuse me, I got another one. Carter, if you're watching, I have one more blessing. But I was always taught to be ready for anything. So I was always planning ahead, thinking, calculating, imagining what could happen, what would happen, what should happen. So yeah, I don't think that's a bad thing. But like any tool, I think it's a tool. Like any tool, it could be used properly, or it could be used, or it could be abused in the sense that it keeps you from living, which would fall into that second part of the question. Just forget that and just do what you know is right. Sometimes those calculations tell you, hey, no, that's not right. So doing the right thing is not to do it. So that calculation is needed. And there's other times, I'll be honest, where I know what I'm supposed to do, but I want to calculate and I want to figure it out because I really don't want to. I really would rather, I think there's a better way or a different way or some other way, but I need to do what's right, what was asked, or what I was supposed to do. So that's difficult. If I'm being honest, I don't always like to do certain things that I don't believe I should do, or if I believe there's a better way to do it, even though I just need to do it. But flipping at the other side of it, the rewards aspect. When it's time to stop calculating the rewards and just do what's right. Sometimes we only like to do things because of the rewards, and I feel like if any of my fellow ambassadors are on here, this was an issue that I ran into a lot with the Pepper Pack. When we first started, or when the Pepper Pack first started, we were told they wanted us to post on social media. They wanted us to share the love of Dr. Pepper with everybody, and we were doing that. And then they started dropping these little rewards, these little prizes, these gifts as you were doing that. And then certain people were like, well, hey, I want those. And it became rather than an award for doing what you're supposed to, it became all right, we have 100 of these items and there's 700 of you. So sign up on this website, or sign up by sharing this post, sign up by doing it, and then we'll do a random drawing, which I didn't like, because before they were just giving it to all of us. And so those of us that were doing stuff anyway, it was great. But there was a large number of us who didn't do anything and then got the reward. So when they switched to this new model, all those people that never posted or never did stuff were all of a sudden only posting that comment or posting that video, so that way they could quote unquote be entered for this prize. And many of them won it. And I don't like talking negative about people, but I had people that would win said prizes or get said gifts and then turn around and sell them on eBay for a profit. And I knew who it was because I looked at their eBay profile picture and I knew their picture, or their eBay name was their same name from the Pepper Pack, so I knew exactly who it was. And I just thought that was messed up, that they would not be posting, not be being an ambassador, and then would go make a profit off it, when there were several of us, many of us, doing a majority of us, I'll even say, using it the right way, doing what we were asked to do, and then we were missing out on these gifts or rewards. So it became a game of, is this thing they're going to tell me to do to get this prize worth it, even though I know I'm probably not going to get it? Which, if you know me, I did all of this stuff anyway, because I just love Dr. Pepper and I love posting and sharing stuff with people. But I felt like that kind of ruined it. So I'd always have to calculate the risk if I am about to be disappointed again, because I know the odds are likely that it's not going to be me. And then this sweepstakes kind of transferred into a different phase, to where it would be like, hey, we have this one item. Be the first person to comment on our post on such and such day at such and such time to win it. And so now you're stuck to a certain time hoping they post it. And if I could be honest with y'all, there were many of those posts where they forgot to post it on that date or that time, and we're all sitting and refreshing. I can't even tell you, I had my phone browser open refreshing. I had 3 tabs on my internet browser all logged in, refreshing, so that way at every one of my pages I had something refreshing so I could see it. And then I finally popped up, I click on it, then you have to hit the comment, then you have to enter, send your comment, and then it refreshes again, and you're like, all right, did I make it? I won one of those prizes. It was a Caleb Williams signed football, which I have over there, which is really cool. Don't get me wrong, I love it. It's cool to have in my collection. But the one that I really wanted, Jensita, I'm going to call you out, you and your fast California internet. But she won. It was a Dr. Pepper custom made watch that was beautiful, and there's so many things on it that were just unique to Dr. Pepper. And they had sold a bunch of them previously, but a limited supply, so I didn't have the money at the time to get it. And then I saw them on eBay later. A couple people had them for like double the face value, like $2,000, and I was like, I can't afford it, but I really want it because I don't wear watches, but I would wear that all the time. It'd be so awesome. So, going back to my question, let's see if I answered this at all or if I just talked a lot. Or it's possible I did both because, that's what I do. When is it time to start calculating risk and rewards and just do what you know is right? I think the easy answer for me and the right answer for this question is I think it comes down to your when you have peace. Certain questions, and I say that carefully because now I'm thinking about different things, but there are certain questions and things you're going to have in life that you're not going to know what to do, and you're going to ask yourself over and over again. You're going to feel that fear, that anxiety. I know there's been times where I'm like, all right, God, what's going on? What do I do? Where do I go? And I think back to when I switched my jobs that I'm teaching at. I didn't want to leave the school I was at. I didn't have a problem with the school I was going to, but I like familiarity. I like doing what I'm doing, and I didn't want to leave, but I knew I needed to, and just certain things that I had prayed about happened and worked out in such a way that I had a peace that I knew was supposed to happen. Didn't make it easier, but you just gotta stop thinking, calculating, if you would, that risk and reward, and just do what you know is right. So to answer the question, I'd say pray about it, look for the doors to open and close, and then just trust the path that's been laid out for you. There's a number of Bible verses that come to my mind that I could share with y'all. Many in Proverbs and Psalms where it talks about man lays out his plans, but the Lord directs his steps. That God's got plans for us, and they're good plans, and just knowing that He's going to take care of those things. So if you are in a situation where you find that you need to, or you find you are just stuck because you're calculating risk and reward, I would just say pray about it, find peace, seek just that wisdom from God, and while you wait, enjoy some Dr. Pepper. But that's all I got for you guys tonight. Thank you for tuning in. As always, if you would check out our link tree, we have links to all our social media. Really appreciate you following, liking, sharing, commenting. It just helps us get our name out there. You could also check out our Redbubble store and grab some of our Dr. Pepper merch. We got a great Valentine's Day shirt that Connor designed for us. It says, "I love you more than Dr. Pepper." #that's a lot. It's a great shirt. It's super funny. I can't tell you the number of comments I get all the time when I wear my Dr. Pepper merch that we made for the podcast. People love it. So get that, support us. We appreciate it. And as always, I always forget to click these buttons ready. Stay safe, stay caffeinated, be blessed, be a pepper. And until we drink again, I'll see y'all next time.